Hey everybody, thank you all for joining. Today we're going to be playing Tiny Bookshop. I hear it's a rather chill game about running a bookshop. So let's jump right in and see what happens. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind for a quiet life by the sea. Oh, that's so cool. I love this style. Tiny Bookshop. I didn't see that. Okay, opening up shop. Mama, what a sight. You must be the new bookseller. Tilda? I've heard so much about you. What? How? Like what? Who are you? What? How? Oh, don't worry. I have my sources anyway. Welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm Tilda. I used to run the local bookshop here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see. You should know that us bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime, and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? This is pretty cool. Bravo! You had the right book in hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Okay. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on the sale chance. You can check the sale chance at any time by hovering over these genres on the right. Classics, sale 22%, 3% from Tilda. The sales chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like, because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop. It will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell the last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. Fern. Well, Fern, okay. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? That's correct, Fern. I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she know anything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job. I'm talking about the Bookseller review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. Sure. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right. So, for the record, what made you come to Buxtonbury? Needed an escape, searching for where I belong, wanted an adventure. Oh. Oh wow, I kind of feel the same way. I hope it worked out. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and what's your first impression of the town so far? Very windy, but intimidating. Friendly, I think. Don't worry, it really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise you'll have the first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See what you have around. See you around. I'm really... Oh, he didn't find anything. That's disappointing. Oh cool, that was the first day. Buxtonbury Review, filled with articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Fern. The Buxtonbury Review. Reports on what's going on around town. You can check today and tomorrow's weather, and keep an eye for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket, and all the books that you own in the shop and in storage. Looks like we're running low. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy one. Which one are we running low on? Those should come in handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of the Bookseller venture. Okay. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. Cactus a bit prickly, but has a good heart. Has a heart of gold. While equipped, plus 2% for drama, 1% of danger, 2% of danger. I don't know what that means. Okay, close the newspaper by toggling it in the item bar. Cool. Let's give this lonely cactus a new home. This is your item bar. From here you can open up the newspaper, customize your bookshop, amongst other things. Just click here. Okay, cool. What do I do? This is your inventory. Drag an item to place it in your bookshop. Okay. Nice, you got a boost. Some items can increase your sales chance and certain genres, and change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at an expense of another genre. Equipping some items will also increase your daily expenses, so keep that in mind. Hover over an item to check out what it does. To remove an item, simply click. Okay. You can decorate the inside and outside of your ship. Just click here. You can go to your inventory. Okay. What do you do? Once you're satisfied, click return. Book sign, a sign that says books. 5% and a folding table. And a guest book. Okay. I don't know. What about no? It's a bit much. White? I don't know. Okay, shelves. Can we paint the shelves? Oh, we can. Okay. It's cool. Looks rather dismal, but okay. I think we have to go out. Cool. Books. Cool. Now, welcome to Buxtonbury. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by left-clicking to start stocking your shelves. Left-click to place the selected genre in your shelf. Click and drag to replace multiple books. Nice. This is in your bookshop now. Stocking more books of a certain genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like. Check the sale chance. It's only drama that has that. You can remove books from the shelf with clicking. Okay. Let's fill up the shelves. No need to leave any empty spaces. Okay. Oh, okay. We don't have any more of that. 5. Okay. Need to change the color of the roof. Did you notice you can look around the location? Click and drag. Oh. Interact with things by clicking on them. Nice. I picked up a random buoy. 1% travel. A moonful jellyfish, 4 purple circles, blah blah blah. Far beach. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey, such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. Also see an image of a herring, characteristically bright orange spot. Scavengers, they seem to be menacing the humans, but okay. Is there any way to click out of it, or do we continue reading? An acorn barnacle. Okay. Okay. Or you can access them the next day. Okay. Costs nothing to get this one. That's good. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. Thank you, Tilda. I'm sure you'll want to branch out to other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in town, in the town centre. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking space, you could get quite a few visitors. You can always trust me on these sort of things. I'm sure you can. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Café Liberté as soon as you can. Cool, we got a new location. Challenge unlocked. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face, I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch now. Yes, Walter. Hey, Walter. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in your business. I thought I was a bookseller. I should know these things. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals. Unsold. Right, okay. So yeah, why don't you take one of these? Thank you. There you go. I hope you make good use of it. Goodbye. You got a journal. Open it at any time to check on your progress. Okay, that's pretty cool. Here you can track which genres you have sold the most of. For adjusting your selection, here's the total number of books you've sold. Check back here for hints and events when you discover more. Looks like this page holds a little postage stamp to mark moments in Buxtonbury. Introduce yourself to the sailor. Progress towards the stamps. Hover over the stamp. Right. Show off your catch. Feed the stray. Ship happens. Adopt a stray. Okay, cool. You're getting a puppy or a cat. Click on the arrow. Each location has. Click on the bookmarks to quickly navigate between the different chapters. Oh, that's pretty cool. People that we'll meet. Memories. Pillar of the community cat lover knows it better than you. Sometimes characters will have requests that you can fill. You can check up on them here to track your progress. On this page you can see the different items that you currently affecting your shop. Make sure to use this page if you're ever unsure what things do when you're trying to create the most optimized bookshop. 2% danger from the cactus. What does danger do? The calendar gives you an overview of what's happened and what will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're ever unsure on what's going on around town. Simply click Weekly Flea Market. Okay. Okay. Been looking for Journey to the West. Oh hey, what are you doing here? So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. Oh, I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. So sorry. Sorry, here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach, in case you want to drop by. So. Far Beach. Visit the beach 3 times. Cool. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Off to the beach it is. Such a quaint and chilled game. Just want to have a look around. Here's the puppy. Hello, puppy. Ruff. Good boy. Stray seems a bit hungry. Where can I find a treat? Would you like to pet the dog? Of course. There's never a time that you don't pet the pup. Looks like some items been discounted. Might be a good time to buy them, although you could wait longer. At the risk of someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no hurry. But be sure to snatch them before the season ends. I think I need to buy books first. Well, that's a pretty good haul. Okay. Looks good. Right, check that, close that. Where shall we go first? Let's go to Cafe Liberté. How do you know what this shop, this location, what will sell best at this location? Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as the weather, visitors, or special states. You can always read up on what something does in the tooltips. It's just a nice day. Okay. Is there something here? Nothing. There you are. Meet Tilda at the cafe. Indeed. It seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now, I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning up my old bookshop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into the little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you on the Saturday. Bring you with you to the Saturday market. Okay. Pick up all of Tilda's items at the cafe. Move it, move it. I owe you, and I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. Thank you, I guess. Where are the items? Oh yeah, right in front. How do I do that? Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they're looking for. Click on the bubble to help them. They won't wait forever. Okay. Listen closely to people's requests and try and pick up on what kind of book they're looking for. Pay attention to how certain parts of the requests are worded. For difficulty, I'm in the mood for a character-driven novel. I tend to enjoy the classics. I'm interested to see what you'd suggest. Some things can be optional. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit. Okay. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now let's look for a book that might pique their interest. So what are they looking for? I couldn't find a book. Facts and crime. Here you can see the important information about the book, including a short description. Page Boy, Elliot Page. This memoir details Page's journey of self-discovery and of overcoming the many hurdles put up by a transphobic and misogynistic film industry to get to where he is now. Character-driven novel. Could work. Do you think this book is a good match? Once you've found an item, is it a novel though? Wake, the hidden history of woman-led slave revolts. Rebecca Hall and Hugo Martinez. This revolutionary graphic novel uncovers the history of women who fought for their freedom on slave ships and throughout the Americas. It is a powerful exploration of resistance at the intersection of white supremacy and patriarchy. Could be. Dinosaurs and other prehistoric life? No. The sea around us. An incredible insight into the history of our oceans, their influence and power, but also their fragility, written by American marine biologist and conservationist Raquel Carson. Upgrading, oh no, definitely not. I'm going to try Page Boy. Ooh, okay. Oh, looks like you did not manage to find something for this person. Come on, I was looking for something more novel format. For now they're done shopping, but maybe they'll come back another time. Okay, whoops, I suppose. What else is around here? It's very cool. Who's going down this one first? Classics are my absolute favorite. I must request another one, and I can't leave without another fantasy novel. However, poetry has always been a bit elusive to me, and I'm on a deadline. So they want classics, which is this one. Othello. Okay, they want classics. They don't want poetry. Try this one. Oh, and they're on a deadline, which means probably a short book. 29 pages. Yeah, let's try this one. Has been on my TBR practically since it has released. Okay, maybe not that long, but like a while. How did you know? I didn't, I guessed. Inspired customers. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all of your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. This happens whenever your success... Okay, right. Let's look at Fern. I can't live without sci-fi, and the longer the book, the better. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Not at all. I just don't know if it's the purple ones, right? Fantasy iRobot. It's a good one. This set of 9 delightful short stories imagine a world of robot and human collaboration and explore some interesting concepts within this framing. A foundational text of modern science, and a must-read in the store-bought version of the future. Okay, the longer the better. 247, 300. Gods. Discworld. I don't think that's sci-fi. Dystopian tale of the totalitarian state, in which the majority of women have been stripped of their freedom and reproduction rights to serve a Christian fundamentalist elite of men and their wives. Okay. Mars. Okay, between these two. This one's longer. This classic sci-fi short story cycle chronicles the exploration and settlement of Mars by the US in the far and distant future of 2030. Bradbury explores militarism, genocide, oppression, and censorship from his post-war perspective. This could be it. And it's long. Unconventional, but The Martian Chronicles? I love speculative fiction. That's cool. I've got 2 out of the 3 recommendations. We're making stonks. Why am I Tilda's delivery boy, just out of curiosity. At the end of the day. Okay, what do we buy? Mystery, fantasy. What are we low on? Okay. One out of 7. We can only afford the waterfront, or the waterfront square. Okay, you gotta keep track of your money because you're gonna spend daily expenses. Alright. Makes sense. What's this? Kids. Crime. Facts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7. Do we want travel all the way at the bottom? Let's put a few more back. And do we get more shells? I think I'm gonna... Where am I supposed to take her stuff again? Oi there, kiddo. How's it going? I could have gotten this earlier. Looks like you're got a good sturdy vessel there. I have some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of it is to your liking. Oh, okay. Yes, but can't afford now. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board too. They've been especially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful, or I might be outsold by year. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 sales to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Okay. I'm looking forward to a little bit of competition. Good luck. Cool. Is there anything else I can do? Where do I get food? It's working again. Thank goodness the municipality. Okay, that's to look at the... That's the lighthouse. Okay. Is that it? I knew how to get food. So good. Where can I get food for the pups? Ahoy, I only read serious, sophisticated literature. Also, I'd love to read something to do with real life. I really enjoyed Encyclopedia Bookstonia, Volume 4. If you say so. Real life. Most brilliant writer and philosopher of his time. But who was he really, and why do we know so little about his life? Finally uncover the truth in this groundbreaking investigative biography. St. Buxton, the myth. Okay, could be one. Page Boy. Do with real life. I like that. Let me try this one. Perfect recommendation. Oh yes. I may even cite St. Buxton, the myth, the legend, the truth in my work. Cool. What am I supposed to do? Oh, there we go. You might have found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. Need a little help. Hello. Hi. You're the highlight of my route. I'm looking for a new pastime and could use some ideas. I prefer books from this century, but dry books can be a bit boring. Ooh. Doesn't give me much. Does this indicate anything about like what she... No, I suppose not. She prefers books from this century. Let's have a look at the Cat's Eye. Tells the tale of a woman's art, memory, and a childhood friendship gone awry. How can she come to terms with her past? Pretty cool. Henry. Sea monsters? No, I don't think any of those will be her. Fantasy. Emma? No. Could be. She does like books from this century. Doesn't want dry books. What's that? Inkheart. Pen and paper can bring characters to life. But what happens when they escape the page? Oh, this is a kid's book. I don't think she's gonna... Violets are blue. In this thrilling and bloody case, Detective Alan Cross investigates another macabre murder with undeniable signs of vampires while being haunted by someone from his past. It, no. Woman in White, no. Death Note, no. These are travel. So what was one of these? It was Cat's Eye? From this century, right? Maybe Page Boy. Maybe. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm going to try Page Boy. Oh dang. I don't feel very inspired. Whoops. I mean, what was she looking for? Like travel or fantasy maybe? Inspiration. Wow, that's a new personal best. I want some cold hard facts. Also, I only read contemporary books, but niche books aren't usually my cup of tea. We don't have many facts. I think these are all niche. Let's try it. I didn't think much of the cover, but the sea around us will be useful. Cool. Good afternoon. Oh dear. You know, you don't have to bring those books with you everywhere, don't you? It is perfectly fine to leave them in the storage until Saturday. I'll only need them at the flea market. I don't know what I'm doing. But thank you for being so considerate. I appreciate the gesture. Am I supposed to leave them in storage? Oh, that's why my expenses are more. You are encumbered. Thank you, Tilda. You've cost me more money. Buy more books. Come on. Buy more books. Cover the cost. Oh. Not a bad day. Not a great day either, but it's okay. How can I leave this stuff in storage? And how can I find a treat for the dog? Maybe this is where. Okay, how do I... There we go. Okay, cool. I'm not encumbered anymore. If I put this out, I would be encumbered. Okay, fair enough. What does the buoy do? Oops. %1 of travel sale. Anything else that I have? No, I don't think so. We have the lighthouse and we have the beach. We have the waterfront. Okay. I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely a game, very relaxed, really enjoying it. And yeah, we'll see you in the next episode, Tiny Bookshop. Thank you. Bye.